The war in Ukraine is entering a fierce phase, and the self-defense forces need a large amount of new military equipment. In April 2022, the UK government announced the preparation of 120 armored vehicles to be transferred to Ukraine, 35 of them being Spartan. In July 2022, these vehicles entered combat for the first time in the battles in eastern Ukraine. In March 2023, 25 British FV-103 Spartan and FV-432 armored vehicles arrived in Ukraine. The vehicles were acquired due to the Unite with Ukraine initiative of the Ukrainian World Congress. As part of the armed forces of Ukraine, Spartan APCs became part of the 251st Territorial Defence Battalion, the 127th Territorial Defence Brigade, and the 1st Separate Mechanized Battalion of the 67th Mechanized Brigade of the Ukrainian Volunteer Corps. The small and light armored vehicle has a low silhouette, which becomes key in clandestine reconnaissance on the front line. According to the Ukrainian army, these vehicles are extremely important as they can perform not only combat missions, but also mechanical evacuation functions. FV-103 Spartan was developed in the 1970s as a version of the armored personnel carrier family of armored fighting vehicles of the British Army. The armored personnel carrier can carry up to 7 soldiers, including 3 crew members, armed with 1 machine gun. The FV-432 was developed as an armored personnel carrier based on the FV-430 series of vehicles. The FV-432 has a steel structure, and the chassis of the armored car has a classic tracked design with an engine at the front and a driver's seat on the right. Behind the driver's seat is the commander hatch. In the roof of the landing compartment, there is a large hole covered with a double hatch, and in the rear, there are doors that are folded aside for landing and exiting the landing. The track system allows the Spartan and its variants move around in bad weather conditions in Ukraine with a reinforced welded aluminum 60mm thick body that protects from small arms and shrapnel. It also appears that Ukraine has used its inventory of Spartans very sparingly since last year. This means it had calculated that the war would drag on until the next year and pressed them into service only until the most critical time.